to have Ma'am Uzma Yousaf Zaidi with us today for an insightful discussion. Her experiences and perspectives are extremely valuable as we delve into the discussion of family sport in the life of professional females. So, Ma'am, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you so very much for inviting me. Uh,
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please introduce yourself and share a little bit about your background and journey?
I started at my school level, sports, and it's not an easy task for me and for my family. But I always take the challenge. Wherever people say that it's not an easy for the females or the girls, then I took it as a challenge and I started from karate.
Okay.
So you can understand that karate is
Yes.
a very difficult thing for the female. When I started karate at the school level, everyone, including my family relatives, they said that it will be very difficult for you and you will not continue. So let's do her. She will leave. So it was again a challenge for me. So I started again and try again and again, but the role model was the great support was my father. My father supported me a lot because he was thinking like that, until you are at my home, that before marriage, so do as you wish, but within the values of the family and within the families of the culture. So I did, and I represented Pakistan 4 times in different sports. I'm the first female in karate, youngest qualified, and a former manager of Pakistan women football team as well.
Okay. So, ma'am, what was your inspiration as how did you uh, see your career in the sports?
Like frankly speaking, when I started sports, there was not any imagination in my mind, but I always think like, because I was very keen, means I was very used to do cycling a lot.
Okay.
And I was living like a boy. So I thought, why I can't do the sport? So it was the nearest club in my near to my house. So I started this, and before in the school level. In my school, my education was from the missionary school, so we migrated from the Sindh area. So when I joined Lahore school, so there was not a single sport in for the female. It was like typical races or the fun fair or like that. So I was not interested, never or ever. So I started from there. And but when I started after 1 month or 2 month, in fact, you will not believe, I had a lot of injuries at the initial level, and minor to major, but I never lost my courage.
Okay. Ma'am, sports is considered a very difficult field for women in Pakistan because of the cultural constraints, as we all know. So, how did you tackle all of those things?
No doubt, I faced a lot of challenges. In fact, a lot of harsh wording from my relatives. But as I told, that my father was the biggest support for me, and my all relatives. In fact, I always considered in family parents.
Okay.
If your parents are supporting with you for the
Exactly.
female or the or
Exactly.
you are a boy, so you don't have to worry about
Okay.
the other people. Other people I consider as a backseat drivers. So whenever people talk to me very harsh or the against about the sports, they were typical thinking that you are doing the sports and karate, then you will be a boy and you will be a male and nobody will be going to marry with you. The
Exactly.
typical thinking. So always my father said, "Ke just no problem." And I know my daughter and she will do the best. In fact, he said me a word I still remember. He said, these all relatives one day will feel proud to introduce yourself. And this is reality.
Ma'am, do you think that if it wasn't for your father, would you ever be able to achieve this career?
No, it was not. It was not. In fact, no doubt, my mother was also supportive. She was very talented and means different kind of mother. But in my society, mothers are very touchy about the girls especially.
Exactly.
So if she was with me in the supporting of sports, but once time if she sit with the sisters or the her mother, then she immediately changed the thinking. She said, no, it's not. Yes, the people are saying thing. You should change your field, and why don't you go to the homework and the other typical girls side, and you should looks like a girl, innocent and polite, and
Exactly.
you will be a very hard, and you're like this. So, but my father always said, just no problem. It doesn't
So,
matter.
masculine sports plays a very important role in the life of a professional woman.
Exactly.
So, ma'am, do you think that women in Pakistan are given equal rights as men?
No, it's not equal. No doubt, day by day, now the time has changed, and so many girls and women are coming to the sports field, especially not only the sports field, in the working or the study. You can see the difference between in fact in the academic side,
Exactly.
girls are doing much better compared to boys. But it's not a right statement that. We are getting the equal chances. In fact, we are facing very crucial time and very hard difficulties
Exactly.
to achieve our target. Either you are a working lady or the working sportsman.
Ma'am, would you please describe some of your roles and responsibilities as in the sports department?
Currently I'm a head of the sports department,
Okay.
and in under my supervision there are 10 coaches, male, all are male, and staff members 10 to 15, and only one female under my supervision.
Okay.
And boys and girls combined sports teams. This year we participated in 15 to 17 sports activities
Okay.
at HEC level, boys and girls combined. So I have to supervise each and everything.
Exactly.
In fact, whenever we organize any event of the sports, then I have to manage organization, management team, and before planning, before the team event, or even finance before the time, or the after the event, or if I'm sending any team, so transportation, their finance, their each and everything to attend the meetings or the representation of my department, each and everything is my responsibility.
Ma'am, can you please share some of the key skills or qualities that you believe are essential for success in your role as
You are talking about the only female or the male?
no,
General
as
for the working?
Yes, for the working.
For working, I believe you should be a hard worker,
Exactly.
then the dedication,
Exactly.
or this is my belief. Maybe I'm wrong, but I always work on this step. In management, there is no time to leave the office. If you think your timings is the 9 to 5, then you will not be successful. This is my formula of the life of working, and it works. Once you are in the office, when you entered in the office, then there is no time to leave.
Okay.
Or there is no Sunday and no Monday
Exactly.
in management, because management, if you are sitting this side, you will think management is the very fascinating work, but management is not an easy task. You can't please everyone, so you have to take each
So,
and
ma'am, as you have just described that management doesn't include some specific hours, so sports related works also often involves irregular hours and weekends too. So, how does your family support you in this scenario?
like if I'll talk about today that now my family almost learned about it. In fact, if I'll go sometime in the daytime,
Exactly.
in the means around 3 to 4, so they always surprised, is everything okay, why you are at home and why you are not out in the office. So but in the start, yes, it was a little bit difficult for my family. In fact, my father, but at that time I said to him that Baba, it's a routine, and
Exactly.
it's my beginning, so I will have to work.
Exactly.
So he said okay. Actually, obviously they are the old person, so they were not accepting ke after 5 or after 7 which university is going to organize the events.
Exactly.
So that was but once he understood, then that is okay.
Okay. Ma'am, have you encountered any gender biases or stereotypes that affected you as a working woman?
Yes, it is. It's very common. In fact, it's not only because of I'm talking about here, that it's, I think, very normal in my society. Wherever this is my third institute. Before that, I was in Lahore School of Economics, and before that, I was FC, and my first organized institute was Government College University Lahore, GC. So overall, if you think that there is a problem and it's a reality, and not only reality, it's a harsh reality for the females, means if you are equal to the men in your department, or you are the junior from your male colleagues, then okay, it's okay. But if you will be the superior, or you will be the head or the supervisor of the male persons, then it will be very difficult to digest for them. Because nobody in my society, it's sorry to say, in my society, it's very difficult to digest a female superior person. In fact, if you will organize,
that is a sad reality.
It's a sad reality, but it's the reality.
Yes. So, ma'am, how did you overcome all of those stereotypes or gender biases while working with the men? Because as you've told us, you are working over 10 male professionals in former Christian college.
Yes, more than 10.
Yes.
Actually, whenever I told you that if I'm working, if in the working area, if people will think that I'm a lady, then maybe they will be in trouble. Once I'm in working, I never think that I'm a female or the male. Every person will be my colleague.
Exactly.
Either they are the boy or the girl. As I talk to the students of the athlete, that I always want an athlete, not a girl, not a boy in the field. But after the field or out of the field, I want to see you a girl or the boy. So the same strategy I apply in the office management. I do my work with my all passion, with my loyalty and my dedication. I don't care about the persons who is thinking and what is thinking about me. If I'm wrong, that I'm ready to accept it. But if I'm on the right, that nobody will change my vision.
Exactly.
It's a reality that it's a very key point that a person who is not competent or the qualified in this area or any area, he or she will be insecure from you. Not everyone. If you are not competent and the qualified person, then definitely you will be insecure from the other person or the new person.
Exactly.
But if you are doing your best, so no worry.
Family life can be very challenging. So how do you manage to maintain a healthy balance between professional responsibilities and personal commitments?
Well, Usman, it's very easy to manage that. It all depends on your interest.
Okay.
If your work is your passion.
Exactly.
Like if I'm a sports lady, I'm a sports lady, so definitely sports working is my passion.
Okay.
If depends on the priorities. So this is my priorities.
Exactly.
So let's suppose home chores are not my priorities, then definitely I will not do the maximum time for the home responsibility. But here the story is different. I am a very typical housewife as well. So I always try to manage my all home's responsibilities with my work responsibility. I always balance with the time management, because if you see the sports persons, the time management is the very good key for the sports person. Definitely
sports give you discipline.
So your life is very disciplined and my life is very calculated. Means I have designed my all day routine. Means 30 minutes for this time, 40 minutes for this time, and for myself for lunch this time, and this is time for my family, this is time for my grocery or like blah blah.
Okay.
So
there's no clash between your personal
not really.
Okay. So, ma'am, are there any specific strategies or routines like you just told us, that you follow to ensure that you should also prioritize your self-care too? Because at the very moment when you are prioritizing your uh, professional commitments and your household commitments too, so you should also have some time for your self-care.
Yes, you can say this is difficult for me that I can't give myself time too much as compared to the other females. Like means then again the same thing I will say that priorities, because I am not a typical lady, or the means I don't need to go to the salon or the on regular basis. I don't remember that last time when I went to the salon,
Yes.
or so I don't need. So I always the dress code or the personality, I always focus the representation.
Exactly.
Whenever I am going to represent, means if you are working, it should be, in fact I always says to the all girls, they should realize the sense of the dressing or the grooming personality.
Exactly.
Wherever I can, if I'll see the surrounding of my society or the area. Currently, I'm a visiting faculty at Punjab University as well. So there is a lot of thing I can understand. In fact, I feel very bad about the girls. They don't have any idea about the grooming personality.
Exactly.
I don't know why. No matter you which family you are belong to, but if you are representing your family or your class, you are education, you are the student of the graduation level, so you should be groomed. So
Exactly.
I feel that teachers should focus on
So you
this or
think that
highlight.
dress code plays a very important role?
Yes, because before talking to the other person,
Yes.
first impression is the last impression, and the
Exactly.
first, the personality appeals you with the appearance.
Exactly.
So until you will not speak, you couldn't inspire the other person. So the first thing is your body language, then your appearance, then the after the your speaking.
Okay, so ma'am, have you noticed any positive changes or initiatives aimed to promote gender equality and inclusivity of female in sports in our society?
Well, as I told you that day by day it's very changed now. Time is very changed. No doubt, now females are getting maximum chances. Not 100%, but maximum. Now it depends on the girls that what are their priorities. And the in fact media, let's suppose if media is highlighting or the on air product as drama, let's suppose. So it depends on you what you are getting from the drama. Either you are taking the positive aspects of the drama or the negative.
Exactly.
So if in the sports you are coming for the fitness first priority, then the achievement, obviously. Once a common girl will be entered in the sports, the first day she will think that I should be fit or the athlete. So if I'm not wrong, I think more than 9,000 students are studying in the college,
yes.
foreign college. So why the limited people are in the sports? So it means they are better than the others, and other couldn't get the chance, or they don't have the courage to come and do in front of the other people. So I always say to the girls that you are in the sports, so it means that you are better to the others.
Exactly.
So now, and if I'll come to this side, once a female get the any position or the repute or the status, then it will be a double responsibility to maintain that status or the responsibility. So a female or the girl should be very disciplined
Ma'am,
about
do
it.
you think that the problems that a working woman faces are acknowledged or are represented in a right way?
It depends on the area, working area, or I must say that on the immediate bosses. If you are working lady and your immediate boss is not cooperative or the understanding person, so definitely a worker ever feel in trouble. Or the problem is nobody is in fact I'm talking about the female. No, nobody is interested to leave every time the sport working place.
Okay.
Because being a female, it's very difficult to get a secure and good environment for the working. So once you will join any organization, so every female should try that maximum I'll do this. But whenever she will leave, maybe the immediate boss or the superior will be the main problem, or the family pressure, maybe. Because if I'll talk about if you will say that maybe the salary issue, no, I don't agree, because a female always.
I'm not talking about the salary issues. I'm talking about the issues that a woman face when she gets out of his house. So I don't think so that those issues are represented.
Okay. Obviously,
way
once
that
you
they
will
should be.
out from the house, so world is not
Exactly.
good for you. A female every time faces a problem, but being a working lady or being a student or being an athlete, you should be a very confident and a strong person to face the reality. If you will move on the roads like typical girls or the polite, you can't ignore every time. It was a very old statement that just ignore. If someone is teasing you, just
Exactly.
ignore. Just if someone is teasing and hurdle in your way, then change your way.
Exactly.
Why? Or until how many times you can change your way?
Exactly.
So one day you will have to face the reality. So why I read a statement on the I think on the Facebook but that was very attractive. It was shown a lady, a girl riding on the horse, and the straight quotation was the train her like a warrior, not a princess.
Exactly.
So these kind, we need the parents to be aware. Right today, I think I must say, in fact, I'll give the example to my parents. They were not too much educated.
Exactly.
Frankly speaking, my mother was only middle standard. She was only 13 when she got married.
Okay.
Then she said to me, I want to see you, the both girls of my daughters, to be educated. Because I couldn't get my education and I was interested. So this was the target. And my father said to all my siblings that until you will not fail in any class, I will not stop you. So do as you wish.
Okay.
So we just took that quotation and वो जिसे कहते हैं पल्ले गिरा बांध लेना बस.
But ma'am, I think that the government should also take initiatives for the betterment of women, and the society should also support a woman to pursue a career. So what are your views in that? Like, how does a society sees a girl that is working?
Society actually, you and me makes the society.
Exactly.
So if your family is not supporting and you're in your home, sometimes the majority families you can see that parents are supporting, but brothers are very rude.
Yes,
and they
I've
are
seen.
against to for the study, or even I always face with my students that my brother is not willing that I'll go to out of station with any team and alone.
Okay.
So this is the problem. I don't know in my culture why bhai is too much like this. So I always believe that if your father is alive, so nobody can say anything.
Okay.
So I must say that parents, your mother and your father
Plays a
should be
very-
supportive.
exactly.
Should be supportive first of all. In fact, until you will be married, being
But
female.
ma'am, if for a female that his parents or his family is not very supportive, but she still wanna pursue a career in sports, so how should she tackle those things?
She should not against with the family
Okay.
straight away.
Okay.
Time by time, she should realize to the family or the
Okay.
parents like you can start your activities within your premises, within
Okay.
your college. Because whenever I feel this example, that parents always objected that why you are going out of your campus. So no, you will not go within campus. It's okay. So within campus, they feel my child is very secure and safe. and they don't have any idea that how many boys are here, but they feel that so many crowd is here and so many teachers are here to protect them, so this is okay. So why don't you start within the campus? ठीक है, once you will be selected for the camp or for the anything, so definitely your teacher, means I did this thing in my career so many times, so your teacher and you too will be convinced your parents.
Okay.
But
So-
first of all, I would definitely advise to the girls that don't go against directly to your family.
Ma'am, can you narrate a situation in which your family's encouragement or advice influenced you to take a step which you thought was very difficult on an individual level?
Like so many incidents in my family, but I'll talk about the one thing that my real mamu, once he came to my father, it was my student life, yes.
Okay.
So I was doing karate, so he came to my father, and in my absence he said, whenever I saw your daughter, she always with the different boys.
Okay.
And walking on the roads and with a different style, means whenever I go to my club, I always wrap up my uniform with my belt and take it that's like that, not in the bag. So he said ke, we feel very bad and how we can introduce that she's my nephew or niece. So my father listened everything, then he said, is it done? He said yes. So my mamu said, one day you will be in trouble because of your daughter. Then my father said, ke, I'm alive and I know my child, I know my brought up. So today only one daughter is doing the sports. Now my all childs will do the sports.
Okay.
And until I'm alive, nobody is dare to stop them.
Okay.
So that was the moment. So when I saw my father, and I said Yahoo. So you can say he was my backbone.
Okay.
And really, it's a reality that I'm what I am today, because of my father.
Okay.
After that, no doubt, I'm very blessed. I got a very loyal, dedicated, and sincere mentor in my life, in sports life. Okay. Still, he is with me. He was former director of sports at GC University. So I met them, and still I'm within touch. He's very encouraging and very motivated. So I always, you can say he's my role of inspiration now, because I always, when I saw him at the GC University, obviously he's a retired wing commander, so his personality and his dressing and attitude, body language, and he represented Pakistan a lot of time in sports. So I always appealed that I want to be like this. I want to be like him. So you can say he's my inspirational personality, but not from the childhood.
Ma'am, how does your family celebrate your professional achievement and milestones as a professional female? As you've told me that your father was a very...
Luckily, I would highlight that until I was student, my father never or ever came to any championship.
Okay.
Never or ever. I always achieved the medals, not a one medal, a lot of medals, and I ran to the home, and I showed him. Then he said, I complained, Baba, why didn't you come? Every parents were there. Then he said, I was damn sure that my daughter will won the medal. One day I didn't, I just got a bronze medal. Yes, I got injured and I got a bronze, 3 gold, 4 silver and 1 bronze. Then he objected, why it is bronze?
Okay.
He did not see the gold medal. He said, why it is bronze?
Why it is bronze?
Your showcase is not full with the bronze medal. Why this time bronze? I said, Baba, I got fractured.
Ma'am, it is a very general opinion that girls or women in general are very fragile. So when you're going in sports, so do you think that is actually a fact that cause obviously in sports you get injuries and everything?
Like, frankly speaking, I would say that a sportsman and a female athlete uh, doesn't feel like this.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the professional athlete like my status, even at college or university level. At the initial level, she needs a encouragement,
Okay.
means a boost up or motivation from her coach or the mentor or whatever you can say, just like a thapki nahi hoti jaise,
Exactly.
because that was the first time of injury during the sports. Means if you will see your routine work, everyone can get any injury. इवन हमारे घर में जो ख़वातीन होती हैं उनके भी तो चोट लगती है, बट इट्स अ वेरी सिग्निफाई मीन्स टिपिकल स्टैम्प फॉर द स्पोर्ट्समैन. इफ़ यू आर फीलिंग फीवर, so it's because of sports. If you have a trouble in stomach, it because of sports. So it's a typical thinking for
As sports is considered a taboo in Pakistan.
Yes, exactly, because people are still thinking that sports is not good for the girls. But we have to prove that sports are obviously good for the girls, and day by day girls are coming.
So ma'am, now I just want to conclude this interview on the very last note. You have achieved a very good career, and mashallah, you're doing very good. So ma'am, what advice would you give to the young aspiring female professionals to excel in their career?
I would definitely advise the young girls, no matter what you are doing, either you are studying or you are doing a job or you are playing a sports, but once you are out of your house, so you should be strong and you should be confident to face the world and with courage, because not every time your father, your brother or your mentor or your friend will be with you. Most of the time you will have to take the decision alone. So this is the life, and life is very different compared to the books, and my experience is definitely different, your experiences will be different. So you will have to be moved, whatever you have selected, you chosen, so you should be committed. Commitment is the basic key for the, and once you will be committed with your task or your, either you are stitching or you are doing embroidery or you are doing cooking or whatever you are doing, but commitment is the basic key. Once you will be committed, then definitely hardworking, dedication, passionating, then that will be the second priority.
These are the qualities.
But the basic thing is the.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you so very much.
Okay.